Welcome back to another episode of Weekend Bullshit. I'm one of your hosts, Adam McLeod, Cartel UK, and with me is the Tattoo Titan, which is Jackson. How you doing, mate?
We're good. Yes, we're good. A little bit cold, but we're good. We're all good, mate. Not too shabby, shall we say?
Good.
No, it's quite miserable outside, to be fair. It's either freezing cold, pissing it down, or snowing at the minute. I know.
Yeah. It's not fun. It's not fun. But straight off the bat, we have Proper Coils in. Hello, mate. How's it going?
Well, buddy.
So, we're back for another episode. We named this one Charged Up. I know I haven't told Jackson why. I just came to it.
No, we ain't.
But I thought we'd loosely talk about batteries. Obviously, everyone knows battery safety, all that jazz. But what I wanted to go through later on was just the different types of batteries and what people prefer. But before we get into that, what you vaping?
Right, yeah, we've got a few bits. We've got old Ed 315 Matalong tank on the Flex Zachary. I'm quite enjoying this, to be fair, yeah. Side-by-side mod. Not too shabby. In there, we've got a bit of this. Dripak sent me this over. This honeycomb caramel latte.
That does not sound like anything you would vape.
No, it ain't, to be fair, yeah. They sent it, so I thought I'll try it sort of after long wise. It's very, very coffee. It is very, very coffee, to be fair, yeah. I thought I'd give it a go. Something a bit different, especially to the after long tanks, and it's all right. It's just coffee, very coffee. What I should be doing is vaping it in the morning with coffee. I think I'd prefer it. But
yeah.
Do you get what I mean? That's what I should have done. When I sat here last night, and I thought we'll have a little sort of dabble in it, tickle the taste, see what we're getting. And it's just coffee. I just wish it was the morning I was vaping it. But no, it's all right, to be fair. It's all right. The Odin 100 with the Aromarizer Plus V2 RTA sitting on top. And in that, we've got a bit of Dripak's Plumberry. Not too bad. Not the best liquid, but not too bad. And for a change, we've got the Dead Rabbit V3 RDA on top with the Trio Life box mod, dual 21700. So, I know the RDA looks a bit big on it. I get that. Of course I do. I get that. But I just thought it matched a bit. I thought it matched pretty well, to be fair with you.
It does look good, yeah. Especially with the old, what's he called? Deadpool.
Yeah.
Matches quite well.
So this box mod now has been going a while, mate.
Oh, really? You've had it a couple of years, isn't it?
Yeah, coming 2 years. 2 years. Still in cracking condition. So, obviously the stickers are, the waterproof stickers, the front and back, they're a little bit of stick. But that's just wear and tear, and that's for being out and about with it. So, yeah, very, very good, handmade box mods. And in there, we're dripping a little bit of my favourite juice of all time. Like I told you before we went live, I keep going back to Dripak's Congo Bongo. And that's, obviously I put a lot of ice in it, but I can't keep away from it. And it's my favourite juice. I can't see anything at the minute sort of pulling me away from this. This is just, I could vape this quite easily all day, every day for the rest of my life, easily. That'd be good, mate. Quick and simple, to be fair. Yeah, quick and simple. You?
What are you wetting well, fuck me, Ad. What are you wetting your taste buds with? Anything?
I've got a pint, a little glass tonight. I don't know if you've seen, did you see Tuesday? I got the fucking big, huge fucking thing.
Fucking Stein?
Yeah, I've been drinking a Steiner, mate. Big Steiner. But obviously, not long getting in for work and whatnot, and sort of getting a little into bed. I just had a pint of Coke. So obviously, yes, I know, it's fucking full fat Coke, but, it's one of them with ice in. And that's it. That's it, mate.
Okay. Well, I'm keeping it nice and simple today. So I'm vaping on the heavy hitter with the OG recoil in there. I've got some Anarchists watermelon. And then I've got the billet box with the Molan bridge, which we will go into in a minute. And in that, I've got my own liquid from Drink Perhaps, which is called the Morning Situation, which is a strawberry pastry. That's quite good. And I'm drinking a black coffee because I'm going to be up till like 2 a.m. And fuck off glass of water as per usual. So I'm keeping it nice and simple today.
Yeah.
I thought, well, I've been out all day, so literally I took the billet box with me. First time I took it out of the house, which was kind of scary. So I have it in a padded billet box, little pouch, so I didn't drop it. And I didn't take it out. Literally, you'll laugh. I was raping it up. I had it just sticking out the top. Just so I
thought that when you said that. I did think that, to be fair, yeah.
Scary as fuck. But yeah, before we go any further, we've got quite a few people in chat. So say hello to Proper Coils. We got Jimmy James. We got Sewer Rug. Hello, bruv. We got, and he says, what does he say? Never mind the bollocks. It's time for the weekend bullshit. We have Free Rider Vapor. We got a bit of David Lloyd in the house. We have, I always get his names fucking wrong. Evan Covenant. We have Vaping Jedi. And we got KVTV. How's it going, mate? Yeah, so
sure.
I just want to go on, mate.
I was going to say, yeah, got a few in. That's good. Lovely job.
Yeah, and I can't, if you're watching us on Facebook, I can't see your comments, but whatever you say, hello, thanks for stopping in. If you want to get some comments in, jump over to the YouTube and we can get your questions answered. This fucking bridge, excuse my French, can I just say, it is up there. I was so surprised. For a £25.99, you can get yourself an Ambition Mods, I don't know if you guys see that, Molan bridge. I don't like the look of it. I personally think it's too tall. It just looks a bit too tall, considering if you get something like the Wicked Bridge, which is quite squat.
Yeah, it's a lot smaller, isn't it?
Yeah, but I was like, okay, it's not going to be as good, mate. Fuck, it blows the vapes now straight out the window, and that's 170 quid for that.
Massive difference.
The under bridge juice well, so it's right underneath, rather than like with the wick, it's on the side, it's underneath.
Yeah.
Even when, because on the wick, if you go below that juice line, you obviously will still get a couple of puffs on there, but you have to keep an eye on it. This, you can vape it all the way down.
Yeah, I got what you mean.
It's still sucking in liquid underneath. So, and oh mate, the flavour on it is outstanding. And that's on like 22 and a half watts.
So you can't make that, can you?
And I'm overly impressed. So Ambitions Mods, you fucking knocked the ball out of the park there.
I like Ambitions Mods.
That's the first thing I've had from them. Are they English?
I honestly don't know. I don't think they are. I'm not sure, to be fair with you. Obviously, I've had a couple of tanks off them. Mouth to lung tanks, and I find them absolutely cracking. Like, I personally think the best mouth to lung tank out there is the Ripley, and that's Ambitions Mod, and that is cracking. So I quite like Ambitions Mod. I think, not only the tanks, but the mod they do as well. I think it's really good, like the converter side-by-side mod. You can have it side-by-side, or obviously you can have it, as you can see, in tube mode.
Yeah.
And then it goes side-by-side in a little tray and everything. I like them. I think they're quality company. The stuff that I've had, I've always been happy with, and it's decent, very decent stuff.
And it's good price point as well, especially for what it is.
Well, that's what I mean. What, 25 quid, 26 quid? Compare it to something that's 100 and odd. So it's a massive difference for price, isn't it? Massive difference, you'd think. you know, you naturally think it's going to be nowhere near as good, but to say it's better.
Well, look, I was thinking about it earlier on. Oh, well, a couple of days ago when I was building it, I was rebuilding it, and I was thinking, hang on, like for an authentic billet box and an authentic bridge, say like the Mob Mini or the Vape Sound, you're looking at 700 quid. You can go over and go to the SXK and get the billet box clone for like 100 quid. Get yourself the Molin bridge for 25 quid, and you've got like a fucking cracking vape.
Well, that's what I made for just over 100 quid. It's mad, isn't it? It is mad. Considering the price.
And really, it's a piece of piss to build on. An absolute piece of piss.
When did you get it? This week?
This week, yeah. I got it beginning of the week.
No, yeah.
So I think I got it Monday, I think it was, because I watched his video of the weird little tank, the weird mod thing he had. He had like the cogs on it. I can't remember what it was called.
You're right. Oh, I'm trying to think. That's Ambition's mod.
Yeah, and that had
something. I know which one you mean.
But that had the Molin bridge in it. And I was like, oh, sounds interesting. And then Mark was like, oh, it's not expensive. I was like, let me go and have a look. And I was like, fuck off, it ain't that cheap. I thought that was the price just for fucking the airflow pins. I was like, oh,
yeah.
And then it turns out no, it's the price for the whole fucking thing. And I was like, mate, I'm ordering that.
No. When it comes to stuff like that, Mark, Nature Vaping, he knows what he's on about with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does know what he's on about that because he likes his mouth along stuff and his billet boxes and his bridges and stuff. So that's what I thought. If he says it's good, it's normally fucking good, man.
Yeah, but I put the biggest airflow pin in it. I put the 1.2 in for a bit more of a mouth to lung.
Yeah.
It was way too tight for me, so I just whacked the big 3mm one in. And
yeah.
Mate, I'm so happy with it. So that was a bit of a score, and then I ended up getting whole new all new batteries. So
did you?
Yeah, I thought it was about time because especially my 18650s, they were not holding charge too long.
No.
And on a billet box for like 25 watts, if I'm going through 2 batteries a day and I'm not even vaping it that much, I was like, it's about time. So I ordered some, as it's regulated, Molicels 18650s. So I don't use Molicels. So yeah, and they were fucking dirt cheap as well.
How much for them?
£5, I think.
Well, for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
No.
Not fucking bad. I need to sort of get some new batches after Christmas, I think.
Yeah, January 7th, you're going to be laughing.
But this is what I mean. I need 18650s. I need 21700s. I'll tell you what I do need that I haven't got is 18350s. I don't own one.
Yeah. I
do want a couple of them, especially for the side by sides. You know, just to bring it down a notch.
Yeah.
Bring it a little bit littler. The 18350. I do need to get some. I don't know why I haven't, to be fair, yeah.
Well, not many things do it now, do they? Because I know Mark sells the 18350 mech, doesn't he? The little mech pod thing that he does.
Yeah, that ticket. Is it ticket? Something called the
like
ticket,
that,
or something like that. It looks well cool. The little 22mm RBA on top with the chain.
Yeah,
I like the looks of that. I really do like the looks of that.
And for stuff like that, you can understand. And like the Banter boxes, I don't know if you've seen them.
Yeah,
like the mini billet boxes. I can see a lot more things to do in 18350s now. I think when we're going down to the whole mouth to lung is the thing at the moment. I think 18350s is probably why they're going for it. Here you go. You got Game Bin Mankin for you. All right, Jackson.
All right, man.
But
yeah, well,
I was saying I was speaking to some people. I had a bit of a question because obviously the topic of the show.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference for batteries when it comes to using them in regulated and in mechanical mods? And I throw this in chat as well. So,
but you see the battery one. To be honest, when I first sort of started, and I didn't really know much about batteries. It was just I either brought what was available from a vape shop, so I didn't know really what batteries to get. 18650s, 21. I knew that, but make wise and stuff like that, I didn't really know. And that's me being honest. You just sort of went into the shop and sort of what battery, I need batteries, and you take whatever's there. Over the time, I noticed some of them. I can't remember what they were, but in the early days, it was a mod I was using that took a 21700 battery. And the vape shop gave me on, and they didn't fit. They were too big. And then it weren't till a couple of months down the line when I was still trying to learn bits and bobs, and somebody says, "Oh, certain 21700s are a bit bigger, so they weren't fitting the mods." I'm trying to think now what it was. I can't remember what the make of it was.
It wasn't a vape cell, was it?
It might have been. It might have been.
Were they purple?
I've had purple ones, yeah. Was shit.
Yeah, because I know vape cells are purple.
There was another one, I can't remember the name. It was gold and black.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
That seemed to have been, it may just be me, but it seemed to have been fatter. That was my problem. I put it in the mods because it was fatter. And it was never no good. And if you put it into, so like you got a Met mod, 21700 Met mod, you put the battery in, you couldn't get the thing back out. Destroy the battery, basically prod and poke it just to get it out of the mod. It's wild dangerous. I couldn't get it out. But no, in the end, what I tend to do now is get a lot of mine from Fogstar.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are using
that. The Molly sales and everything like that, depending on what they have in stock. Because I was going to order some a couple of months ago, some batteries, and a lot of them were out of stock because they do a couple. But no, the only thing that I would touch, and I will say to people, if you're going on the likes of eBay and Amazon, they'll say they've got Samsung 30Ts and all this lot. I think, so I've heard, I think a lot of them are rip-offs, aren't they?
Yeah.
Claiming
I only ever get them
30T and it's not, and it's something, Chinese made or whatever.
Yeah, or they get with a big old nipple on it and you can't get them in. So if you're going to get back, go to a vape shop or go to an online vape shop or someone you trust.
What batteries do you prefer to use in? I don't mean make wise. I mean sort of size.
See, I'm always 21700s, but I have to use 18650s, obviously in the billet box. But I only use Molly cells in regulated and Samsung 30Ts in mechanicals.
Yeah.
Only because this is my personal opinion. If I'm wrong and I'm chatting shit, I'm sorry, but this is just my personal opinion. Monocells will not hit, in my opinion, as hard on a mechanical, but they last longer. So it's got a slower discharge. That's what I personally feel. So they'll last longer, but it doesn't hit as hard. Whereas Samsung 30Ts in my tube mix and that hit hard, but obviously don't last long. So they've got a lower. So Molly cells I will only use in like the billet box and in my Odin for coils. I stick them in the Odin when I glow coils, and this will last me. I've had these in for 2.5, nearly 3 weeks. I'm still on 91% battery.
Oh yeah.
Because all I'm doing is glowing coils on it, and then I take it off and put it on the side.
Yeah.
I don't use it for vaping.
Yeah.
So that's why Molly cells in there. But I personally can feel the difference between Molly cells and Samsung 30Ts.
Yeah.
See, I was just interested to see whether it was just me being a bit of a weirdo that thinking they hit harder or that, or if other people had preferences and why. And I have found that quite a lot of people have preferences. They'll only and obviously you build in the range that your battery can handle, and the Samsung 30Ts, I personally feel work amazingly with a 0.1 ohm coil in a mech, and you get good crackle. They hit hard, and if I'm using it at work, I'll go through two 21700s in a day, and even when I'm home, I'm still vaping it. It's not completely gone.
And how often do you change yours? So when you buy them, how long do you keep them before you buy a new set? Beans, it's 18650, whatever, 2700.
A year?
How long do you keep them? Do you really?
Yeah. A lot of people, I think in chat, Dave Lloyd was saying, rotate out your batteries every 6 months or so, unless you're a Birdman that does every 3 months, because he does like 10 stack mechs. He's a
yeah.
So yeah, because they won't fully recharge.
Yeah. I reckon mine's 6 months. I reckon I change them every 6. I think it's 6 months, 7 months to be fair, yeah. Because I noticed mine. Obviously, it goes on how much you vape and everything like that. I vape quite a lot to be fair, yeah. And mine, with the charge, they start losing charge a lot quicker. A lot quicker, mine do. I've noticed that. I really have, to be fair, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
so they're buying.
Oh, Mooch has verified it. Oh, I was right. Samson 30Ts for hard hits, but monocells for consistency and longevity for mechs. So yeah.
You were right.
Ooh, the one and only thing I'll be right with for the year. So we got LG. Sorry, I clicked that and didn't say we got LG McCutcheon.
LJ McCutcheon.
That's close. I'm really bad with names. Oh, and we got Birdman in chat. Talk of the devil, and he appears. Hello, mate. But yeah, interesting. Oh, okay. We'll ask Birdman. Birdman, how often do you change out your batteries? Get some new batteries. It'll be interesting to see, especially where you stack every mech you got on top of each other. Have you seen some of these mechs?
I've seen some, yeah. I've seen them on Instagram.
Absolute mental. I would like to try them, but I'd be a bit scared. My arms aren't that long, so I could probably get about 3 or 4.
I do like Max, but I don't vape. I've got a few up here, but I don't, they're not stacked or anything, but I don't I only vape them now and again. Very, very rare. Do you vape? Well, you're vaping a mech now, ain't you?
I'm predominantly, I'll go every 3 to 4 months. Birdman gets new batteries. I predominantly only vape this. That's it.
Yeah.
Another morning with my morning coffee. I vape the Tree of Life in series. And then apart from that, it's my billet box. And I've gone, or for work sometimes I have the old vape snail on the suck box.
Yeah.
But in the car, pod systems.
Yeah, man, I've gone back off her. The disposal. You want about the disposables?
Yeah.
No, mate, I've gone back off them.
I don't know what I don't know what it is, but for driving, it's quite nice when you're like well, you're driving, you don't have to open the window, or you open it like a smidge, and it's only a little bit of smoke. But you get the hit, and it does you over. But I'll have like a pod in the car, and it will sit there for like a month, and it will last me a month, and then I just chuck it in the bin. But I went through a little phase of loving them. I'm not exactly gone off them, but they're handy for what they are.
No, I get that. It's like I raved about them probably a month or two ago, and they done the job for me there and then. But what I was noticing with them as well, it's like I went through probably 4 or 5 of them, and some of them you're getting about 100 freaking puffs off them, man. That's it. Yeah, and then some of them, yes, you're getting a lot more. Don't get me wrong, but I tend to find with a disposable, I kept on vaping. You can't put the fucking thing down because you're not getting enough in. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. That's what I tended to find. So I weren't getting enough fucking in. So I just thought, sod this. Look at we're going back on the RTAs and stuff. Jobs are good.
I wouldn't stick with pods. If someone said you can either vape pods or not vape at all, I'd probably go back to cigarettes. I would go back to cigarettes. They're obviously just saying they're not satisfying if that's what you're purely vaping, but to have one in the car, I think it's probably more like a mental thing. It's that comfort thing, isn't it? Where if you can't vape, like, because I'll have like this in the car in my bag, and I'm like, I can't vape that while I'm driving. Oh, I'll have a little 2 minutes. I only use one pod though. I've got a couple here, but I get them from Washington Vapes because they work out like £2 each, which is these are the only ones I use. The watermelon splash.
Yeah. You see, you can't moan at them. It's like, obviously, you know, a lot of people put pods and disposables down. They really do because they think there's too many on the market. And there's a lot. But to be fair, you've still got to look out there for the people that are still smoking cigarettes and roll-ups that, you know, need that pod or need that disposable. Because at the end of the day, you're going to start somewhere, aren't it? You're not naturally going to come off, you know, smoking cigarettes or cigars or roll-ups and get a dead rabbit on the go, are you? It's not going to happen. And if that happens,
definitely not.
It's one in so many, 1 in 100 or something. Your everyday people are not just going to be bamming clouds out like that. So I think, you know, your pods and disposables is the way for them coming off. Anything's better than fucking smoking. So they're there for a reason, you know. If there's too many, there's too many. But you could say that to your blue in the face because you can come off vaping and you can go on to other stuff and say, well, there's too many cars on the road. There's too many makes of this. There's too many makes of that. You know, so it's everything. So you can't sit there and say, pods this, disposable, this, pods this, disposable. It happens with life. It happens on everything. Do you get what I mean? Sort of thing. So it's everything out there. It's not just fucking vaping. It's everything.
I think Birdman's knocked it on the head. It's a hand to mouth that the pod satisfies. The motion more than anything else.
100%. Agree with him 100% on that. Jobs are good. I'd just like to thank everybody as well. You know, massive thanks to people that watch the videos, my reviews, and subscribe because as I think it was last week, I passed the 500 subscriber mark. You know, thank you to everybody that does, you know, watch my reviews and subscribes to me. It means a lot. So I just have to say thank you.
We now got to hit 1,000. We got a week. We got 2 weeks to get you to 1,000.
I think that's pushing it, isn't it? I think that's pushing it, man. I know. I'm sure it was last week. It's got to be in the back end. Yeah, it was last week, and I was doing something, and the obviously check. I know I hit 500. And I thought, oh, you know, and you get the sort of little tickle in the ass, sort of, you know, chuck. And then I went to sleep, woke up, and I was 499. I thought, you fucking son of a bitch. You know what I mean? I thought some bastard. So, but no, we went past it, so I'm happy with that. So, thanks to everybody that watches and subscribes. It's down to them, really, not myself. It's to them that do it. So, thank everyone.
Yeah, 500 is crazy to hear. It's still 500 people clicking subscribe. It's weird because you look at it just a number, but when you think of it, it's actually individual people.
Yeah. It's like I pointed out, and it's like I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to. You can get, you know, when people say, you know, 500 nowadays for vape reviewing is hard. I do, you know, I went out 6-7 years ago when it was sort of up here and you got subscriber after subscriber. You know, it is hard now because there was really decent reviewers out there, really, really good reviewers, you know, some of the American, some of the English. The only thing I didn't want to do, like a lot of people, I didn't want to go on every show to gain subs. Do you get what I mean? I wanted to sort of earn them. I'd like to earn them from whatever review I do. Oh, yeah, that was a good review. He knows what he's doing. I get a sub or get a 2 sub. That's how I wanted to go, and that's how I wanted to get them, rather than just try and get on the best shows just to get the subs. Do you know what I mean? Because, it's all well and good doing that, but then putting reviews out, and you know, if you got 1,000 subs and you're getting 100 views, I personally think it's pretty shite. I will be happy with it, you know. So I want people to subscribe because of my reviews to get the views. Do you get what I mean? Everything marries up together. You've got 500 subs and you're getting 300 views, 250, 300 views. I think that's pretty decent going because, you know, not everybody's going to watch everything that you're going to do. So when you're earning subs off, you know, just going on shows and here, there, everywhere, they're subbing to you because the person's show, 9 times out of 10, the person's show you're on is a well-known, you know, vape reviewer that's been doing it years. So a lot of people sort of tend to if they say, well, go and follow him, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people take their, you know, their
advice and do,
because of who they are, who the show's being hosted by. So I get that. Of course I do. I just didn't want to do it that way. I wanted to try and do it my own way for the review. So, you know, massive thanks to people out there that stuck with it and subbed.
And if you haven't already subscribed, head over to Jackson Vape Reviews and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Troy Miller, I'm talking to you. He's a guy at work that I got him onto the old Vaporesso Lux. He was using one of the old blue pens for years. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to smoke with me at work, and he quit way before me, years before me, and he was using this little old pen. So I gave him 2 Luxes. He's got a King Kong one, and another glittery looking one. He's loving it. I gave him a recipe for liquids, and the man went out and made like 5 liters of it.
Serious?
Yeah.
Flipping
Good on him, mate. You got to stock up.
No, I know. I agree with that. I do agree with that. Like we were touching on earlier, with juices and stuff. I've vaped quite a lot of juices, different brands, different. I don't like desserts. I'm never going to be desserts. I know that it's never going to happen. I'm a very much, fruit man, all the way.
Yeah.
I know what sort of device it's in. Even Matter Long is fruit, and then it's sort of a tobacco, a Drake's Kentucky tobacco for me. But, going forward, I always sort of go back to that one flavour like we were discussing. I keep trying to sort of get onto a different flavour or a different fruit, and I just keep coming back to fucking Congo Bongo. I cannot get the hell out of this. It's just there, right? You know what I mean? Like I said to you, I put it down. I purposely the other week I purposely didn't order none, so I couldn't vape it. I ran out and I purposely didn't order none, and then I think I got the plumberry, I got an apple and a blackcurrant, and they're all right. Don't get me wrong, they were nice flavours, but it was just like after a week, no, I couldn't do no more. I thought, sod this, I need to order. I need to go back. I don't know about you, I don't know about people in chat. Do you keep finding you go back to a certain flavour, certain juice, or do you just keep changing, swapping and changing?
Well, you've just got another sub. Evan has subbed a minute ago to you.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, we had Suarog was saying, let's put it up. I also save the best liquid for home use, as my daily drive liquids are typically all right, but not my favourite. So he keeps his favourites for homes.
Yeah.
It's doing it.
It's mad, isn't it? It is mad. It is mad. It's like a lot of people, you've got out there, you've got liquid, especially in the UK, you've got liquid, depending on the size of the bottle, don't get me wrong, but for some 60 mils, you can go anywhere between about £2 up to 20 odd quid off some 50 mil short fills go for.
Yeah.
And I have tried some short fills and I paid 20 quid, 22 quid for, and they are crap, in my advice. So some of them are crap, really crap.
Yeah.
It is very strange, isn't it? Very, very strange.
Oh, here we go. Even been hearing nothing but good things about Super Good. Super Good number 2, Jammy Dodger. Oh my god.
I've tried 6 of them.
Do you not like them?
6? No.
Yeah, you're not really bakery though, are you?
No, not my cup of tea. That's why, that's why I couldn't. I got them sent to me. I'm sure it's 1 to 6. It may have been more. And I tried them in a very bakery, and I think that's why I didn't review them, because I don't like bakery, so I can't. You know what I mean?
They've got a fruity line now. They got a fruity line. Yeah, they're meant to be really good. But this is my all-time favourite vape. I've kept this bottle, and I haven't quite finished it. It's £20 a bottle, so it's so expensive. So if any of you can get hold of Bloom, it's a cucumber cantaloupe. Oh, mate. I can plough through that in a day. I'm not even joking.
Really? So 120 ml bottle, isn't it?
Yeah. I could smash through that in a day. If you give me this bottle in the morning and I'm not working, I can plough through pretty much all of this in a day.
What's that? 25?
I think it works out 25 including shipping. So that's one of my favourites. And my other one, it's like crack to me. It's Own Boy Mango. The best mango liquid you will ever try. It's outstanding.
Really?
And that's normally £22, £25 a bottle for that. And I can plough through that in a day. I'll make myself feel ill and keep vaping it.
It's mad, isn't it?
So that's why. Oh, Hang on. We got Harvey Price says, "Hello, do you boys have OnlyFans?" you won't want to see this. This man has spam chat with "Hello, do you boys have?" I think we got a bot in. No, but there you go. The McCutcheon has ordered butter number 4.
Ah, yeah.
We got wee baby Seamus in the house. Oh, yes. Hello, bruv. Yeah, he's been struggling with liquids lately. Nothing really is great. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I get that. That's why, like I said, with me, I just go back to Congo Bongo. It's me.
Yeah.
I think it's and a lot of people out there, especially in chat, I think you'll always have that one that you'll always go back to. So it gets to a point, especially when, I don't know, you spend money, 10, 15, whatever it is, to try different flavors, and you get them, and then you try them. It's just, there's nothing, there's no oomph. Do you get what I mean? There's no oomph. Yeah. You vape it. Well, yes, that's strawberry, but there's no oomph there. Do you get what I mean? Or it's a cheesecake, but there's no oomph. It's nothing that takes you. It's just
Banana Man is cracking as well. But
Dark Star, anyways.
I get it, and then I vape quite a bit of it, and then I'm like, I've got off it a little bit. Then I leave it a week or 2, and then I go back. That's why I ended up buying a litre of it. And it does me for the year. So I won't have to bother. Sorry. Yeah, as I was showing Jackson earlier on, you can have a giggle there. That's my liquid, and I probably vape about 3 bottles out of it. And the rest I just pick and choose out of it. No, it's just ridiculous. You get to that point where I'll try that. I'll try that. And then it's like, See, that's what I like. When I first started vaping, the first shop that I went into, or when in this country that I went to, was great because he let you try everything that was on the wall. I was like, it was like, oh, what do you fancy? A bit of bakery. He goes, well, what ones do you want to try? He'd be in there for like 2 hours just trying. He would just read.
Yeah, I never had that.
See, do you remember the little wasp single coil RDAs? Yeah. He had one of them. Just re-wick it every time. And so have a bit of that, try that. So I'd always find a liquid that I'd like.
See, that was my problem, especially early days. I couldn't try anything. You would just basically, you look at the bottles on the shelf and you try and go, oh, that's good. And half the time it don't work. Oh, that looks good, like that. And it's just, I remember, I think the first week I vaped, I ordered 60 or 70 pounds worth of liquid, and it come, and I tasted every bottle, and it was fucking right. It was an online company, and it was vile, mate. And I mean, I'm telling you now, you couldn't be vaping that. And I emailed them back and just literally said, I want my fucking money back. I said, it's disgusting. Do you know when you're vaping something and you're heaving? You're literally heaving off it. And it was all of them. I think one of them was a milkshake, and I was just and I just, I want my money back. I want my fucking money back, and I binned them. I remember binning them.
You're right, Hope you're safe. I've only had one liquid that has made me physically gag and had made the people that are around me gag as well. And it was by, I'm not going to give the name of the company because some of their liquids is really good, but it was a deep fried strawberry Twinkie. And I thought, that could be all right. Mate, it smelled like death. It tasted, I couldn't even tell you what it tasted like. And it made me gag. And the 2 guys that were with me was like, ugh. And one of my mates just literally grabbed the bottle and launched it. It was like, you ain't fucking vaping that. It's disgusting. So I had to go out and buy it. I had to spend like £8 on like a 10ml bottle of nasty juice just to get me through the day.
Flipping hell, man.
But no, that's the only liquid I've had that has been like downright horrendous. Apart from ones that I've tried to make myself.
So, I want to do that. We spoke about that before. I need to be doing that. I want to do that. I do. I really want to write my own. Something with me. I like kiwi. I love kiwi. So I want to try and make something with kiwi. That's what I need to. do need to do that. I need to get off my ass and try and sort it out, sort of look up a bit more into it, how to do it, and what sort of flavors.
Yeah.
Obviously, you probably buy, but I might be wrong here because I don't know much about it, making your own liquid. But I'm presuming, like the concentrates and stuff, you've got X amount of different strawberries out there, X amount of different
too many.
This is what I mean. Is for me, it'll be trying to get the right one. Is where do you start? Which one do you buy?
Well, when I first started, when I decided to start trying to do my own, I just bought fuck tons of concentrates and was like, a little bit of that, little bit of that, little bit of that.
Yeah.
And I made 8, and all of them smelt like mouldy forest, and they tasted nowhere near any better. They were horrendous. But it's a nice segue to what we was going to talk about. I'm going to nick a bit of your guys' time to tell you. Do you mind me doing it now?
Right, carry on, mate. Carry on.
Right. I don't know if any of you guys in the UK heard of Dripper Labs, but Dripper Labs have got a online recipe making tool, so you can create your own liquids, and it's dirt cheap. You can create your own recipes, and then you can actually publish them, and people can buy them, and you can make loyalty points from them. And it is a piece of piss. I've teamed up with Nick, who is the guy who owns Dripper Labs. He's doing a massive giveaway. So I'll be as quick as I can. I'll run through the prizes. First prize is £125 worth of stuff. So you get Groose mod. I always say it wrong. GURS. It's got like a little wooden panel on the side. You get a Drop Dead, 2 Samsung batteries, some fuzz cotton. You get 8 bottles of liquid and 2 pairs of mic coils. It's £125. That's how much it comes up to. Prize 2 is an Aegis, a Zeus tank, 2 batteries, and £40 worth of liquid. Third prize is £40 of liquid, and no, that was third prize. Fourth prize is £30 worth of liquid. All you got to do is make an order. So you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So up until the 12th of December, if you go over to Dripper Labs and use the code WB3, so that's WB for weekend bullshit and free, and any order you make, you get 1 bottle of house liquid and a Nick shot for free. So if you buy 1 liquid, you get 1 free, and you're automatically entered into the giveaway. So you don't just have to buy their liquids, you can create your own liquids. So what we'll do for 2 seconds, I will share screen. So if you give me 2 seconds. So this is the website. So you could just hit house flavors. This is all their house flavors. And if you can see these slider bars, these are your different concentrates, and you can wiggle them all about. But these are Dripper Labs ones, so you can pick any of these, and there's loads of them on there. The vanilla tobacco is fucking brilliant. Raspberry yogurt, outstanding. Or you can see, this is my one that I published, and as you can see, the different ones I've added in there, you can wiggle these along, and it will go from background to strong, mild, to get your concentrate. Or you can just create your own liquid. So it's a piece of piss to use. So I would, if I was you, head over there. You could, I think it's like 30ml cost you £5.
It's not bad, is it? Not bad at all.
So technically, what you can do is go make your own flavour. Spend 10, 15 minutes. You can get a hold of Nick, who's the guy who owns it. Send him an email, and they can walk you through it as well. If you want them to check your recipe, they'll happily check it as well. Or you can just buy a house flavour. And using our code, we get nothing from this. We're just doing this to give you guys a little extra hand, because I've got to be honest, I want to be part of this giveaway because I want a new RDA, a new mod, 2 new batteries, cotton. Basically, you get a whole new setup with everything you need, and 2 pairs of coils, which you probably won't have to get any more coils from that for a good year.
Yeah.
So, And even getting 40 quid's worth of liquid, if they're a £5 each.
That's what I mean. Yeah, not too shabby at all. Not too shabby.
So, yeah, all you got to do is make sure you head over there. Just order a liquid. There's nothing you need to do. As soon as you make the order, they automatically put you into the giveaway. So follow them on Instagram if you want, because they always post. They always do some good promos. But this giveaway, he's told me about this for the last 4 or 5 months, and I've been really excited about this. And it's a fucking great one. So Jackson, you can go get a part of the giveaway. If you win, I'll take the drop dead because I've never tried.
Yeah, you can take a drop dead. I've got 2 or 3 of them, to be fair with you.
Yeah. Have you ever tried fuzz cotton? Because I've never tried it.
No.
Yorkshire Vape, I think it is.
What cotton? No, it's not fuzz, is it? That's swag. No, fuzz cotton I've not tried. Swag's alright, to be fair. I don't mind that. I ain't got nothing left, but I just use the tub to put stuff in. But
for the amount of money, what it is, you don't get a lot.
I think I got the swag. That's what that. You're on about the tub, ain't you?
Yeah.
I only paid £2 for that.
£2?
£2, yeah.
Oh, I paid quite a bit for mine.
Did you?
I did do it like a year and a half ago, yeah.
Yeah, this was probably about that. £2, honestly. I can't remember where I got it from.
You're just a bargain magnet. You always find good places.
You've got to be. You've got to hunt. No, I think if you look around, obviously, I know a lot of people don't like it, do they? It's not just you. I've heard a lot of people say they hate swag cotton. They really do.
Yeah. It wasn't good at high temperatures.
No, it worked all right for me for a little while. I swear blind by God's cotton. I think that's the best cotton. I really, especially for RTAs, because it's fine. To me, I tend to find God's cotton very fine cotton. You know, so it works. I think it works great for RTAs. I really do. I strongly believe that. Or
see, I've all go on.
Go on. No, go on.
No, go on. Or what? Go on.
If I don't use that, I'll use Muji.
Oh, really? See,
yeah.
I've been Cotton Bacon Prime. That's me. But I've been speaking to Mystic Coils, who's an Australian coil builder, who swears by Holy Fibre.
See, there you go.
And apparently, it's amazing. It does really well with high temp. So especially on like your series builds and that. So I've got a bag coming that I'm going to test because I think I've just been a bit of a snob. I think I'll just stick to Cotton Bacon. Because
the thing with Cotton Bacon that I tend to find is always my first tank. I get that cotton. I do. That's what I tend to.
Really?
Find. Yeah, not much. I'm not gonna. It's not much. It's me. It's me nitpicking. But I do tend to find I get that cottony taste for a tank. Then after a tank, it's gone. Where with God's cotton, I don't tend to find myself. I get anything. I just literally get the liquid off the get go. That's what I get. You don't. I think breaking time, you call it, don't you? So I don't find you get any of that with God's cotton. You boom, off you go. Jobs are good.
So I think I'm sure I had a bag of that like when I first started. Because when I first started, I had Firebolt only because, and this because what's his face? Who's the guy that left vaping and came back? Rip Trippers.
Yeah.
He swore by it. He was always using. I was like, well, if he uses it, and he goes, oh, it's easy because it's shoelaced at the end. So you can just pull it through. You don't have to rip any off. And I used that, and I went through the first bag, and I'm sure I went to Cotton Gods or God's Cotton, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And then it's only because all the other people I saw was like, oh, Cotton Bacon's the way to go. I ended up just going to Cotton Bacon, and I've just stuck there. But yeah, I'm looking at now. I was talking to I can't remember who I was talking. I think it was Jay, and that saying I want to go now through different cottons, and I want to try all of them out. The only one I didn't really like, and I will swear by, and I hate it, is Kendo cotton.
Yeah, Kendo cotton.
I think with me it was more the color because it's like a cream color, and it had bits in it, and I'm like,
yeah.
I tried picking the bits out, and by the end of it, there wasn't very much cotton left, and I just binned it.
Yeah, I think we all have our preferences with cotton and everything, don't we? I think we do, to be fair. Yeah. I think we do.
Yeah, there's the white stuff's meant to be quite good as well.
There's loads out there now, isn't there? Demon. I used
Yeah.
to. Sure, it was called Demon Cotton. Sure, it was called
Yeah.
Demon. I used to vape Demon Cotton. I used the Demon Cotton. I always used to quite like that as well, but it was thick. It used to be thick. If I remember right, I might have some behind me. I don't know if I could see anything, but there might be. Yeah. There's none in it.
So I've never even seen that before.
Muscle cotton, that one.
Muscle.
That. No, that was thick. It was thick, really thick. So you did have to literally tear a little bit off and proper, depending on what you're putting it on, proper rake it out. Because if you didn't rake it out, it just everything was muted because it weren't wicking up. It weren't.
Yeah. See, I spread all mine out.
Huh?
I spread all my cotton out into a thin sheet.
Separate it all.
Yeah, I do.
See through it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. So I don't think I've got some already pre-ready. So I've started to separate it.
Yeah.
So I sit there for ages just picking it out. It's quite therapeutic. I quite enjoy it.
Follow it on, put it through, and then rake it, gently push it back, up and down, depending on what you're doing, up and down. Half jobs are good.
Are you a tucker or a pusher?
It depends. It depends what. To be fair, it depends what tank or what RTA or RDA. But normally, I always push. I'll get confused now. What do I do? sort of lift and drop.
Yeah, sort of
lift,
under and then
push back and drop. That's the way I do it. Normally, it depends what tank. It does depend on what tank. Like obviously with a Dead Rabbit V3, what I take, I overwick it, so I leave the wick longer, lift it up, drop it down, and spread it around along the deck.
Yeah, that's
what I tend to do is get the cotton covering as much of the bottom of the deck as possible. And I tend to find especially dripping, you're less dripping because you've got more cotton, and when it's at the bottom of the deck, it's not causing no issues. Yeah, it's causing no issues. And then if you want to squonk it, you just got that extra little bit of sort of pulls because you've got that extra sort of cotton in there. Obviously, it don't work with every tank, but on the Dead Rabbit, it does. Jobs are good, huh?
See, what really? Oh, we got another one in chat. We got. I don't think he's ever been in so far. Above the Clouds.
Hi,
the one that really threw me was the Alien Unicorn when it comes to wicking, because I'm really when I tuck and push, I get all the loose strands, to tuck it in. Then I juice and I go round again and make sure everything's in line and everything's neat. Oh, I'm a bit of a weirdo. But when it comes to the Alien Unicorn, there's such small holes. You have to ram it through.
Yeah.
Push it through into the bottom.
Drop it down.
And the legs are literally this long, but you can't tuck and push. You literally have to pull it up and then just keep stabbing it in until it comes out the bottom. And but mate, amazing vape off it. I haven't had any issues with that.
Yeah.
I've cleaned it and put it away. It will be coming back out soon, but I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to stop the amount of setups I have on my desk.
Well, that's what I tend to find. I think you always keep this with the sort of same sort of model tank, and everything else sort of gets put up at the side or up the top, and you find you just leave it, don't you? It's just
Well, as I've redone everything, because obviously all this build area is gone. It's gone. This is only here because I was doing a challenge for Codename Wired, but all my building stuff's in the garage now. So I've got my build rig in there, and this area is going to turn into just a stream area. So I'm going to have a dedicated area. And I found that when I try and build, I'd have like 8 setups. And on top of having 8 setups, I've got like stuff like a half-filled tank on the Arbiter. I've got like fucking drop 1.5. And I just find like having I have 12 tanks. And then I'm just unscrewing, I'll have a bit of this, have a bit of that. And I'm just like, he gets to the point where you're like, take the piss now.
It's like me. It's like putting on that. it's like I've done very early on sort of reviewing and stuff like that. So, you know, a lot of people know I buy 99% of the stuff. But other than that, I brought this, the Wasp King.
Yeah.
Not long ago, I think it was last week or the week before, and reviewed it last week. And it's just, you spend, I know it's, you know, it's a hobby and it's one of the, it comes with it, not everything you're going to like, but I think I spent 22, 23 quid on it, and then obviously a couple of quid P&P. And I was really looking forward to that. And then it was just, you know, you got it here and you coiled it up, you whipped it up ready for a vape, and it's just massive, massive letdown. And it sits up there and you're thinking, I want to, like I said, I want to bin it. You're that close.
Yeah.
Shockingly shit. I'm not being funny, but you might as well smoke rather than go on to that. You know what I mean? It's not stupid. I know it does, but it's that crap. It's like, it deserves the bin. It really deserves the bin. And then I don't want to bin it because I spent 20 odd quid on it. So
Yeah.
It's sitting up here and it can just sit there and not do anything. Look all right. Yeah, I'd even give it away. With some of the stuff, I'll just give it away if it helps people out. It helps people out. But with the airflow and everything like that, it just don't work. You know, it don't work. It's crap. And it's just one of them, isn't it, I suppose? They just sit there. Like a lot of them, you always sort of have that tank or the dripper, or you have and I tend to find you stick with it. You always go back, same with juice, you go back to that certain tank you like.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
My first tank. I've still got my first tank. My Passage. Hands down the best. One of the easiest thing to build. The best flavour, the best airflow, I personally feel, apart from the OG Recall, which I've never been able to put that down. I've cleaned it, put it in a box, put it away, and literally 3 days later, I rebuilt it.
Got it back out.
Yeah. But like when I've done a little bit of written reviews, you remember I've done it for like 4 or 5 months. They sent me so much, and the majority of it, I'm like, it's shit. So I just boxed it and put it in the thing. The couple of the good ones, I gave 2 to Troy Miller, who was in chat earlier, and the rest in the box, I just binned it. It's like, well, what else am I going to do with it? Because otherwise it's taking up space. But I've still got a whole storage box because I don't throw away boxes.
That's exactly like me. Everything that I review, literally, what I tend to do, whatever it is, if it's a mod or anything, I like to vape it for a week, change a couple of things. I change the builds, depending on what tanks it is, the lengths, you know. Bring them up, leave the coils high, and then bring them down, see if it alters anything, bring them in. You know, so I like to check it all for a week and then do a review on it. But I keep everything. I keep the box. I keep, if it comes with coils, I keep them. If it comes with a little bit of cotton, I keep that. You know, but some of the things, like we just touched on there, some of the things, it's that crap you just won't give away.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind helping people out. You know, if I've got an RDA or I've got an RTA and somebody wants it, you can freaking have it. You know, if it helps, it helps. But some of the things are that shockingly shit. It's like, I don't even think I'd give it away. But it's like, obviously, if you had the money, if you could afford it, I'd buy mods every week, because I think with mods, you buy something that you like the look of. You know, you're picking what sort of one you want, depending on what batteries you're into. If you're into 21700s, you go down the line of mods with 21, which takes 21700s. And I think you're going to use them a lot more, because obviously your tanks, you swap and change, don't you? So mods, if I had the money, I'd buy mods every week. I would.
See, I keep looking at these high-end mods. The ones that Adrian Oxide. If you keep an eye on his Instagram, some of his and Birdman's as well, they're beautiful. And I'm like,
I keep looking at these mods on Instagram. I can't remember who it is, but you'll know who I'm on about. They're only little mods. I might be wrong here, but they look like 18650s. And they've all got like zombies on. So it's like
zombie killers.
That's it, yeah. They're all,
or there's Frankenskull is the other one. They're really nice.
They're really, really nice. That's sort of mods you can have, and I'd keep every day, mate. But
you need to have you need to have a look at the new Russian. Well, they're not new. I know Birdman's got one. Russian custom mods. Some of their new ones are all of theirs are beautiful.
It's all the crafting and everything that goes in with them, and it's the time that's spent with them. You know, that's
and it's the engraving on them. Like they've got one called the Bonneville, which looks like an old suspension on an old classic car. That's beautiful. And there's one called the Katana. It looks like a katana handle. Then you got the Mando, which looks like the Mandalorian, which I want. I want that one so bad. And they've got new ones out. Oh, they're a good couple of £100. You think, yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for basically a mech billet box. So I'm waiting for them to drop because you can get ones like the Harpy and stuff, but they're what they class as like high end because they're basically only made by a couple of people and they're like £300-400. They're so expensive.
So do you think there's any vape shows in 2022?
Yes, we as far as I'm aware, there will be.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, well, I'm off to a convention next week, business to business convention up at the XL. And the only way we can get in there is if I'm fully vaccinated and I have to show the vaccine QR code. So they're proper nailing down there. But there will be there will be vape shows next year. But it may be it's going to be one of those things where it's going to annoy people. But it's understandable. If you're not vaccinated, you can't come.
Yeah, I think that's what it will be, or something like that. Yeah.
Because the wife's coming as well. She's only had her first injection because she didn't want to get it while she was pregnant.
Yeah, I get that.
She has to do. Is it the lateral flow? Is that the one that you do at home?
Yeah.
She has to do that and upload the results 24 hours before she goes.
Yeah.
To show this code. That's the only way they'll let her in. So, but there will be shows. How intense they're going to be is a different story. So I don't think it's going to be like it was where I'll try this with like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people about. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be more like it. And plus, I don't think a lot of people are going to want to go.
Do you not think?
No, I don't think they will. Just for the fact of if this, what do you call it? If these new variant, the Omnicon variant, which I don't know why reminds me of fucking RoboCop for some reason.
Yeah.
No. If that, as soon as they start scaring people with it's come back, it's going to be worse. People are like, I'm not going to risk it.
People are going to want to go, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to go. I'm holding out for May.
Yeah.
I'm holding out, seeing if there's one in May. Obviously, the May Expo. Would like to go to. I've never been to one. As you know, I've never been to one. So
the best one I've ever been to was Vape Jam.
There you go.
That was out. If they do it, if it happens next year, I haven't heard anything. If they have or they haven't, that's in the XL in London. If they're doing it, and you can get down there, guys, get down there. I'm not even joking. I came out with 5 bags. This is before I even started wanting to sell coils. This was like 3 years ago. And I come out with bags full of liquids. They're just chucking little bags, Ziploc bags full of liquid at you. Here you go, take these. I got T-shirts, hats. Like literally, I come out with so much stuff. And that's where I found a load of liquid that I liked because that's where I tried Dr. Frost for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm very hit and miss with Dr. Frost. Some of them all right. But it was really nice. I wasn't overly keen on the Vapor Expo in Birmingham.
Oh yeah.
Only because everything that they had was overpriced.
Yeah.
Like massively overpriced. I won't say what it was. I bought an RTA from there and I didn't realise, but I paid nearly £30 more than the retail price.
Really?
And what I was surprised about is they only took cash. And if you didn't have cash, they had cash machines there that charged you £4
to take your fucking cash out.
Yeah.
Jeez,
and it was more like a seller's rather than a come and enjoy yourself, try some stuff. You may get a freebie, maybe not. which, to be honest, 9 times out of 10, you just want to go and try stuff, don't you, really, at the end of the day?
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't too keen on it, and it was way overpriced. And we got a sandwich and one sandwich. I think it was like a cheese and pickle sandwich and 1 can of Coke. And I think it was like 14 quid.
Flipping hell, man.
It was over a tenner.
Flipping hell. I'll take a microwave in the backpack.
Yeah. The people that worked there were really nice, and it was a good day. But every time you spoke to someone, like I'm so fucking nosy. I'm like, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? What's in that?
Yeah.
And it felt like they didn't want to talk to you. They just wanted to sell it to you.
No, yeah, you don't want that. You want to talk, don't you?
Where Vape Jam, you go there, and I was like that, and they're like, "Oh, fucking try this, have a try." And there was, I always like the Osmodus. They had the Stabwood mods with like the little gem button on it. Yeah, I think they were like 500 quid, and I was like, "Oh, I really like that." She's like, "Oh, look, have a look at it." And she turned on. She was like, "Oh, look, I'll put an idea on it. Have a go on it." And they didn't want to. They weren't trying to push you to sell. Which I liked.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And I ended up spending a bit of money there, any money that I wasn't expecting to sell, just because they made you feel so comfortable. And you end up chatting for 10, 15 minutes. So actually, do you know what? I'm going to buy one.
Yeah.
So I ended up buying a couple of RDAs, a mod, and 2 bottles of liquid, even though I had so many liquids. And I was like, I didn't even really want it, but
yeah, no, you're not forced into it, though, are you?
Yeah, sorry, I don't mind spending 30 quid on that. And yeah, so if any of you can get to Vape Jam, mate, if it's anything like when I went, it's well worth it. But shall we? Before we go any further, we started doing this thing called the appreciation. So, which is I'll pre-warn you, if you're listening to this on earphones, turn your phone down. I haven't worked out how to turn the sound down yet, but just it's a couple of seconds long. Just sit back and watch. Oh, there you go. So, yeah, thank you to those guys. Thank you for what you do.
Yeah.
And carry on.
Lobbler jobbler. So, what we got plans? What we got plans for this week coming up?
I've got lots of building coils. Got my fancy new build rig up and running. Fucking finally done. It took me too fucking long. Way too long. It got to the point where, you know, when you become a bit of a perfectionist and you go down to all these minute details and you keep adding stuff, it got to that point, and I sat down with the missus and I was like, this is getting too much. And she was like, what do you need? I was like, literally a drill that's level and a swivel that's level with it that moves. She was like, well, that's all you need. So I scaled everything back and got it up and running. It's got it up in the garage now, so get it out of the living room because of the little one, because obviously there's bits of wire about. And it's fancy. It's on an old oak kitchen table, like the old kitchen counters. It was a mate of my brother-in-law's who was redoing his kitchen. They had it was like 7.5 foot bit of oak kitchen counter that they didn't use, so managed to get hold of that. So got a 6 foot track on it, so with swivels I can move it all the way up. So now I can do like longer coils. So rather than me doing just 2 at a time, but just a pair at a time, I can do about 3 pairs at a time.
Yeah, saves time, isn't it? A lot quicker and saves time, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's just getting used to it now because it's at the right level, but it's going from this little drill that doesn't spin that fast to going to a 6,000 RPM drill with a foot pedal.
Yeah,
so
stupid fast.
Yeah, so yeah, that's my plans. I'll be doing that, and just trying to stay healthy and alive.
No, yeah. Chill out.
Yeah, not much plan, to be honest. Just sort of getting this build underway because I want to. What my plan is, I'm trying to get into shops now, just only because to make it more accessible to you guys, and obviously drop the costs for you guys in the long run, because mine are only that price because I have to obviously pay for shipping, and then I have to provide obviously the what you call it, the envelopes, everything like that. It all mounts up.
Yeah.
So if when I get them into shops, then obviously it will take off a good £4 or £5 probably in the long run for you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, just sort of trying to scoot through that way. I have decided. No, I'll say it here first. I will be doing. No, I'm not going to call it reviews. I'm not doing reviews. I've tried it once and I failed miserably because I can't talk and build at the same time. I will be putting out build tutorials, build maintenance videos. I'll be doing my first one will be with the Molan bridge, and I'll be doing a comparison with that and another bridge. But it's nothing special. It's just something that I want to do, just to sort of change it up a little bit. So I will be working on them. So they should be coming out not too long in the future. So trying to now work on editing. So I've got a course on editing and photoshopping and all that lot. So I'm trying to do a lot more for myself rather than relying on other people to help me. Because there's only so many times you can say help before someone goes, fuck off, you're taking a piss. But no, it's more I sort of want to get into it to sort of learn the back end of like the production of like intro making, video editing, logo creating. So yeah, that's pretty much me. So it's just sort of a continuous things on my days off. I've got Christmas off this year, so I've got 5 more days of work, and then I'm off till the 7th of January.
Jammy bastard.
For 15 years, I've worked everything, including Christmas, and never had it off. New Year's, never had it off. And this year, I was like, this year, fuck it, I'm doing it. So I got in early. I booked it in, I think it was February last year. I was like, no, before anybody else takes it, I'm taking it.
No, fair play. So, you got now. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's time now to not worry about work and enjoy time with the family, because he's going to be his first Christmas this year, which is
totally.
It's going to be different for me. Because I'm not a Christmas person. I'll take it or leave it. I'm not too bothered by it. But this year, obviously, is his first Christmas, and I sort of have got a bit of a Christmas spirit in me, which is kind of weird because I'm very much a Grinch. Oh, fuck it, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. But this year, I'm sort of I'm quite excited. So I'm going to go and spend it with my mum and dad's. Right, so we're going to do it with my mum and dad, my sister, and her little one, because her little one's only just turned 1.
Ah, yeah, that'll be nice. Yeah, that'll be nice.
So they'll get spoiled, which will be nice. I get to eat some good food. Nice. I don't have to cook. I don't have to clean up, which will be quite nice.
Just eat, turn up, eat, go home.
Yeah. Well, nice. I say I don't have to clean up. It's the missus that does the cleaning, because whenever I clean, I somehow manage to make more mess.
Oh, mate, I get told that. That's nothing new there. I think that's a woman fucking thing, to be fair. You can do the best cleaning up, the best job in the kitchen, but there's still faults. You ain't wiped this side down. There's a bit over there. You've left it. You've done this. You've not done this. You know what I mean? It's like me last week. I cooked dinner. I think it was Sunday. I left the fucking cooker on all night, didn't I?
All night?
Oh, the hob of the cooker. You know the hob, the gas hob.
Oh, yeah.
I got up in the morning and then I looked and it's like, shit, I left the fucking hob on all night. No, it's just one of them things, isn't it? You know, you try it out. You try and do your best. But
well, I'm very clumsy. I drop shit. I'm fucking. It was like this morning. Before we left, I made the missus like egg baguette. So we had those pre-baked baguettes that you can get. You just whack in the oven.
Yeah.
I whacked them in the oven last night. I said, "What do you want?" I said, fried egg. I don't know how I done it, but I cracked the egg on like the rings of the hob.
Yeah.
And then just somehow opened it over the hob. And I was like, small mess I got to clean up.
Yeah.
I just shouted out to me, sorry. So, what have you done now? And it just slowly starts to cook. Because you can't turn the hob off because it's been on for 5 minutes. But yeah, no, I'm very accident. I had to cut my ring off. I decided to cook an omelette and we've got one of those galvanized steel handles on the pan. Put it in the oven. It was in there for like 5 minutes, and I decided just to grab it and take it out. And it was so fucking hot, I couldn't drop it. Do you know the worst pain I've ever had? So yeah, they had to cut my ring off. So all my hands swelled up, and nearly chopped my fingers off. I've burned my hands on shit. Oh, I'm terrible.
Smart, I know. Smart men for you.
Yeah.
So.
See, I don't understand. If I make toast, I somehow manage to get crumbs fucking everywhere.
Yeah, I do. But saying that though, if I'm making toast, I probably eat about 4 slices, and I bet I'm eating it while it's still in the toaster. Does that make sense?
What? Were you picking bits off the top?
No, it's not like that. So you put 2 slices and you put the toaster down, and then because I like it sort of not black, but it's got to be touching black. It has to be touching black. And then as soon as I see a bit of it touching black, I'll take one out, put the other one back down, whack the clover, and start eating it, and wait for that one to do. And then when that one's done, whip that one out, and put 2 more in. So I sort of vet my toast while the other toast is cooking. And then you have to smother it in clover butter. So it's a layer of butter, and then it just sinks all in because the heat's taking it. It's sinking in the toast and the bread. That's banging. With a bit of brown sauce on top. Love that.
Bit of brown sauce?
Yeah, you got to have brown sauce in it. You ever try it?
See, I'm a brown sauce fiend, but I've never had it just on toast.
Yeah, it's banging. It's banging. That's what it's done.
Well, I just had to block a troll. We had I come in your food. We've had some interesting ones tonight, haven't we?
Yeah, you get them. You do get them. But I think suppose we better wrap it up then for this week.
Yeah, I was just thinking. So what have you got coming up? Sorry, I took it.
I'm trying to think. We've got that bad boy. We have. Where's my logo? My logo is here. Me Dead Rabbit V3. I'm going to be reviewing that. I think Monday. We'll have that out for Monday. Like I said, like a lot of people know, I don't plan reviews. It's just whatever tickles the taste bugs for that week. But we'll get that out. We'll get the Dead Rabbit V3 out. Give you my thoughts and opinions on that. I got that in the Black Friday deal. So I got that pretty cheap, to be fair. Less than 19 quid, I think I paid for it. 19 quid. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll get that out this week. And then, obviously, Tuesday night on the UK Vape Show over on UK Vape's channel. And that's it. Whatever else I buy in for a review. So, obviously, won't be too much more for this year. Obviously, we've got Christmas. And we've got the kiddies. So they're costing me an arm and a fucking leg. They are fucking stupid money, shall we say? Fucking stupid money, especially when you got 4 of them. You know, aging from 5 to fucking 15. It's Oh,
So is that new iPhone, a PlayStation 5, new laptop?
Anything and everything, shall we say? Anything and everything. So, yeah, we've got that coming up. So, obviously I've got a few bits and bobs in. Keep me tinkering over till sort of then. And then I might not put a review out for sort of Christmassy week, you know.
Yeah.
So that's about it. Just whatever tickles the taste buds goes to what I sort of buy, really, to be fair with you. But no, we'll be touching on the V3 this coming week. And that's it, mate. Jobs are good. Work as usual. That's it.
Good.
Nothing different, nothing unusual.
We are getting spammed with bots. We had Butt Sniffer, and now we've got Sammy Fox. I'm going to impregnate with 1,000 babies.
Yeah, weird people.
This is what happens when you live stream to Facebook. Everyone gets right. So I think it's about that time. So thank you guys in chat.
Yeah,
you've been amazing. And yeah, until next time.
Massive thanks to everybody that tunes in, everybody that comments and everything like that. Everywhere on the replay, massive thank you. And thank you again for everybody that's got me over the 500 subscribers. You know, I can't thank you enough. Big love. Thank you.
Cheers. Oh, where's the button? Where's the button?